Hello, and welcome to today's practice that is focused on the region of the chest and lungs. So, the poses that we're going to be doing today are going to target these regions in order to create both strength as well as flexibility. So, smooth movement in the rhythm of the breath also helps us to feel greater emotional balance. So, we'll emphasize those regions of the body to create openness and stability, both on a physical level as well as on an emotional level. So, we're going to begin today's practice in the wide knee child's pose. So, I recommend taking a blanket across the center of the yoga mat so that you can place the knee joints on the blanket, knees going out wide, big toes coming somewhat close or lightly touching as you hinge your body forward into the child's pose. Please also feel free if this doesn't work well for you, you can take the crocodile position by coming all the way down onto the belly, laying flat. If you're in the child's pose, you might consider stacking your palms or your fist to create a little pillow for your forehead. Taking any small movements that you need to either come into this shape or as you arrive. And in either of the poses, crocodile or the child's pose, taking a few rounds of breath to really direct the breath into the back body. So, thinking about breathing into the backs of the lungs, feeling the ribs on the back body and the side bodies expand and release. Okay, last deep, full round of breath here. Okay, and then bringing the body up to all fours. You could extend your arms out if you're in the child's pose. Just kind of sink those sitting bones toward the heels and then let the body rise up. If you're in crocodile, just pressing yourself up to all fours, lining the knees underneath of the hips. We're going to do some side to side cat cow. So as you arrive here, we're going to swing the chin and the hips over to the left. So you're going to feel the left side body kind of squeeze and engage as the right side body opens. And then we're going to swing the hips and the chin over to the right, gently squeezing the musculature on the right as you open up through the left. And let's just start to go side to side. So inhale to one side and exhale to the opposite side. Another time. Going the opposite direction and then allowing the body to then return to the center. Cow tilt here. Breathe in, release the belly, and lift up through the heart. Pause here for a moment, opening through the front plane of the body. So, the region of the chest and lungs associated with what is called avalambaka kapha. Kapha is the energy of earth and water. So, we're going to do a few earth salutations here. So, on your next exhale, press the balls of the feet into the mat, engage the belly, and lift the knees into downward facing dog. And then you're breathing in. We're going to lower the knees back down into tabletop. Release the belly down to the floor. Take a cow tilt. And then this exhale, we're going to press the sitting bones back to the heels in child's pose. So hips move back, arms stay long, gaze goes down toward the floor. Breathe in, lift the sitting bones back up. Tabletop with cow tilt. Release the belly down, lift up through the heart. Exhale, tone the belly, press into the hands. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lower the knees down to the floor. Release through the belly, lift through the heart. Exhale, taking that extended child's pose. Start to move the sitting bones back. Extend through the arms, bring the chin in slightly, gazes down toward the floor. Inhale, come back up, tabletop position, release the belly. We're going to go back to downward facing dog. So press the balls of the feet. So as I'm transitioning, I like to put a little bend in the elbows, makes that transition a little easier. Then extending fully as you lift the knees. Inhale, tabletop, release through the belly. Lift through the heart. Again, child's pose. Send the sitting bones back toward the heels. Fold in, compressing the belly toward the thighs. Inhale, rise up, tabletop pose. Release the belly, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Float the knees and send the sitting bones high. Walking out now through the knees and through the feet. Staying just a few rounds of breath here. Feeling the stretch come up through the soles of the feet, the ankles, calves, up through the backs of the legs and gluteal region. Okay. Let both heels rise away from the floor on the next breath in. So feel your heels lift high away from the floor. And then as you exhale, feel both heels settle down toward the mat. A grounding action of rooting those heels toward the floor. Breathe in, gaze upward toward the space between your hands. Begin to step your feet over the blanket and then forward, coming into Uttanasana, the forward fold. Feet underneath of the hips. Bend your knees a bit and bow in. Inhale, taking halfway lift. Lift through the belly. Reach out through the crown of the head and then exhale as you bow back into the legs. Bending the knees as you fold the body in. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift through the belly. Reach out through the crown of the head and then exhale as you fold it. Breathe in, bend your knees deeply and reverse your swan dive here, coming into Uttita Tadasana, extended mountain pose. Exhale, prayer hands coming together as you draw the prayer hands down into your heart. Breathe in, circle sweep your arms, extended mountain pose. Exhale, right hand to right thigh, side tilting over toward the right, stretching through that left side body. Inhale, coming back up to the center, fingertips stretching high. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaching, standing side bend. Inhale, come up to the center. Now keeping those shoulders stacked over the hips, open the arms out to the side. Let the hands land on the low back region, thumbs kind of wrapping toward one another, fingers wrapping on outer hips. Draw the elbow points toward one another. Lift up through your heart. Take your tailbone down. Exhale. Begin to bend the knees and hinge the torso forward. Coming back into Uttanasana, forward fold. Sliding the hands down the legs as you bow in. Inhale, hands to blocks or shins. Halfway lift. Lift the belly. Reach out through the crown of the head. And exhale, fold in. Inhale, bend your knees, reverse your swan dive, sweep the arms out and open. Let's do that flow one more time. So exhale, right hand to right thigh, arc your body into standing side bend. Inhale, come up through the center, fingertips reaching, tailbone drawing down. Exhale, left hand coming to left thigh, arcing the body over. Inhale, coming to the center. Exhale, go nice and wide with those arms. Hands coming back, thumbs wrapping toward one another. Press the hands lightly into the low back, standing back bend. opening through the chest. Now, keeping the hands at the low back, exhale, begin to bend the knees and fold the body forward into the legs, sliding the hands down the legs as you fold in. Inhale, halfway lift, lift through the belly, reach out through the crown of the head. Exhale, stepping the left foot back, maybe bringing the blocks back to frame your front right foot. Left foot goes back, left knee goes down. Low lunge, half split just a few times. Inhale, low lunge position, and exhale, rock the hips back, rocking onto the front right heel, sometimes called a runner's lunge. Inhale, plant the right foot down, tip the hips down toward the floor, let your gaze go straight forward. Exhale, move your hips back, rock onto your right heel. Inhale, low lunge position. Bring your gaze straight ahead. Exhale, move your hips back. Rock onto your right heel. Inhale, low lunge. Now stabilizing by feeling your right heel and your left knee kind of almost draw together like two magnets attempting to come together. Walking your hands up to your front right thigh. Staying here or sliding those hands again to the hips, thumbs wrapping around toward one another. Press the hands into the low back of it as the elbows draw together. Take the tailbone down and just take that open back bend again, just opening through the front plane of the body. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, let your hands come down, frame your right foot, lift your back left knee, spin your left heel down to the floor. Right heel approximately in line with the left, right knee is bent, stacking over the right ankle. Warrior two pose. Inhale, left arm circles around, right arm coming up. Virabhadrasana, the warrior two. We're going to do a dancing warrior flow here. So flipping up your right palm as you inhale, reversing your warrior. Left hand to left thigh as you arc your body into reverse warrior. Exhale as you pass through the center, right forearm coming to right thigh, extended side angle. Inhale, finding reverse warrior. Left hand lightly landing, arcing. Exhale, extended side. Inhale as you find reverse, passing through warrior two, right palm facing up as you arc back. Exhale, finding extended side. A very light lean into that right forearm. One more time. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extended side. Inhale, warrior two, shoulders over hips, extend out through your arms. Exhale, left arm moves up and over. Frame your front foot, spin off your back knee. We're going to set the blocks to the side. Right foot is going to go back, downward facing dog. Now, as you arrive there, we're going to shift the weight into the left foot, maybe with a little bend in the left knee. Inhale, the right heel is going to reach up into downward facing dog split. Bend your right knee and turn the right knee open to the right. So you're in twisted three-leg dog. Draw your chin slightly in and then reach out nice and long through the crown of your head. Last inhalation here. Exhale, bring the right foot down. Inhale, we're going to walk the toes back 1 or 2 inches, roll the hips out into plank pose. Now, as you come out into the plank pose, you can keep your knees up or you can lower your knees down so that you come into the modified plank pose. So spread through the fingers, and we want to feel the strengthening action come up through the hands, muscles of the arms hug in toward the bones, draw the chin in, and reach out long through the crown of your head. Take a breath in, and now as you're exhaling, begin to shift more weight toward the tips of the toes if the knees are elevated. Exhale, lowering down to the chest. Slide the hands back just 1 inch and inhale, tack the tops of your feet down as you lift your chest up into cobra. So tailbone draws down to that space between the heels. Lift up through the heart. Now, as you exhale, lower your chest down. Press up through all fours, table. Exhale, press the balls of the feet into the mat, maybe with initially a little bend in the elbows as you float the knees up, downward facing dog. All right, taking a minute here, kind of walk out through your legs if you like, or find some stillness. Okay, breathe in, rise up nice and high into the balls of the feet. Feel that light lift of your heels as they lift away from the floor. Exhale, send your heels down toward the mat, that grounding sensation. Inhale, gaze up to the space between your hands. Begin to walk your feet forward. Come over your blanket, landing there in the Uttanasana forward fold. You can shift your blocks forward. Ardha Uttanasana, the halfway lift. So lift the belly. Reach out long through the crown of your head. Really press your feet down. Sitting bones are reaching to the back short side. Exhale, fold into your legs. Inhale, reversing your swan dive. Bend your knees. Sweep your arms around and up. Exhale, right hand to right thigh. Arc your body to the right. Inhale as you come to the center. Exhale, left hand to left thigh. Arc the body over. Inhale as you come back to the center, standing tall, sweep your arms open, hands landing on the low back, thumbs wrapping around toward one another. Press the heels of the hands into the low back, tailbone down, standing back bend, lifting up through your heart. As you exhale, begin to bend your knees, start to hinge your body forward over the legs. Slide the hands down, fold in, forward bend. Inhale, halfway lift. Lift through the belly, reach out through the crown of the head. Framing the left foot with the hands or the blocks as the right foot steps back and the right knee lowers down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Letting the hips melt down to the floor. Breathe in here, and then as you exhale, move your hips back into half split, also known as the runner's lunge. And then breathe in, let your left foot plant back down, hips melt down, heart lifts up, gaze is straight ahead. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, half split. Last one. Inhale, low lunge position. Press the right ball of the foot into the mat. Lift the right knee away from the floor. Spin the right heel down. We're coming up for warrior two. Right arm is going to circle around, turning your chest to face the right long side of the mat in the room. Warrior two. Dancing warrior flow. Flip up your left palm. Right hand landing as you arc into reverse warrior. Exhale, passing through the center, and then left forearm coming down as the right arm reaches extended side. Inhale, rise up and into reverse. Exhale, passing through the center and into extended side. Inhale as you rise and reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale as you're rising up and into reverse. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale as you find the warrior two position. So shoulders over the hips, extend out through your arms. Exhale, right arm rising up and over. Framing your left foot, lift off your right heel. Move your blocks to the side. Step your left foot back into downward facing dog. Now we're going to take twisted three-leg dog. So shifting the weight into the right foot, maybe with a little bit of even bend in that right knee. Inhale, left heel's going to reach up. Down dog split, we're going to allow the left knee to bend and turn the left knee open into twisted three-leg dog. Now draw the chin slightly in. Feel the crown of the head reaching out long toward the yoga mat, and draw a line of energy from your pubic bone up through the belly button, so strong at the center of the body. Breathe in. Exhale, lowering your left foot down, inching those toes back 1 to 2 inches. Breathe in. Shift your weight forward into plank pose or knee down plank pose. So come forward, pause, activate down into your hands, almost like you're gently hugging the yoga mat with the hands, feeling lightness in the center of the palms. On your next exhale, we're lowering down. So if your knees are up, move toward the tips of your toes. Let your elbows bend as you bring your chest down. You may need to move your hands down 1 inch. Cobra, Bhujangasana, tops of the feet root down, tailbone roots down. Chest begins to lift. Elbows draw in, breathe in, openness across the collarbones, chest muscles, lungs. Exhale, come down with the chest. Breathe in, all fours, tabletop. Exhale, little baby bend in the elbows, press the hips up, downward facing dog. All right, one last little flow here from down dog just to strengthen the chest muscles as well as the muscles on the back of the body. So some core stability here. Shift into the left ball of the foot and inhale, send your right heel up into down dog split. Exhale, curl your right knee in toward your right ribs as you round into crouching plank. So that motion there will create stability through the arms and chest, through the core. Inhale, send your right heel back up, down dog split. That strengthens the back body. Exhale, curl in. Right knee to chest as you round. Inhale as you extend the right heel up. Exhale, curl the right knee in. Inhale as you extend the right heel up. Exhale, lower the right foot down, lower the knees down momentarily. Pick up the right hand to slide the right hand between the left hand and the left knee, coming in to thread the needle momentarily. So we want to allow the right side of the face to come down. So if the head is hovering, an extra blanket is a good option here. Now press the left hand into the floor. You can stay here, or you can start shifting more weight into your right knee and engage through the core so that you stay stable as you send your left leg back, pressing the ball of the foot into the mat. This increases the core stabilization. Deep breath in and out. Lowering the left knee back down to the floor, pressing into the left hand and rising up to all fours. Breathe in, let the belly release down as you lift up through your heart. Exhale, activate your hands, take your tailbone under as you round. Inhale, release through the belly, lift through your heart. Exhale, press into the balls of the feet, float the knees, downward dog. Okay, let's shift the weight into the right ball of the foot. Inhale, send the left heel up into down dog split. Exhale, curl your left knee in toward your chest, round through your spine. Inhale, send your left heel up. Exhale, curl the left knee in, round through your spine. Inhale, send the left heel up. Exhale, curl the left knee in. Shift the weight forward. One more time. Inhale, left heel's gonna lift. Exhale to curl in. Inhale to send the left heel up. Exhale to lower the left foot down. Lower the knees down to the mat. And then slide that left hand through the right hand and right knee. So coming in to thread the needle on the second side. Left ear is coming down to the mat or to a blanket support. Now stay here, opening at the back of the lungs, or start shifting more weight into your left knee, and then extend through your right knee so that the ball of the right foot presses into the floor. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Okay, and then slowly lowering the right knee down, pressing into the right hand, unthread. One round of cat-cow. Inhale, release through the belly, lift through the heart. Exhale, press your hands in round through your spine. Inhale, neutral. Swing the legs out to one side, coming around to your seat. You can fold your blanket up a time or two. If time permits at your home, you could actually come down on your spine and take as long of a shavasana as you would like. Otherwise, you can also come to your seat. And for a moment, place the hand on the thighs, about mid-thighs, but turning the palms to face upward toward the skies. The elbows soften into the sides of the body, shoulders soften down the back. Chin ever so slightly drawing in as the crown of the head reaches up. Working with the region of the chest and the lungs allows the breath to flow a little more freely. So feeling the depth and fullness of the breath. If you're in Shavasana, again, feel free to stay there as long as you like. If you're transitioning from your practice, you might place your hands at your heart. The light within me bows to that same light that exists within you. Namaste.